Guys, I wanted to surprise you. I had this whole thing planned out. I'll just start from the beginning. I read the news like everyone does. I know what's happening in the tech world. So obviously on the release day of the iPhone 7, September 16th, Friday, I was reading that all jet black models would be sold out at every Apple store and that no 7 Plus models would be available at any Apple store on that opening day. But I know this is a tech channel. I'm the Apple sheep and the iPhone's my favorite lineup of Apple product. I should get it soon. So what I did was I called all the retailers in the area. I don't live in LA. I live in Oroville. It's not a very happening place, so there's not like a ton of places sporting the newest tech all the time, but the nearest one is about a 30-minute drive from here in Chico, and it was Best Buy. And see, on their website it said the iPhone 7 Plus was available. It was just in-store only, so you could not pre-order one online. Believe me, I checked many times. It was simply whoever showed up to the store first got first dibs on the new iPhone. So I called that store and I said, are you getting them that day? They said, yes, we are. And I asked them if they had the model I wanted, iPhone 7 Plus, black. Decided not to go jet black for obvious reasons. 256 gig, and they said, we actually don't know what kind of models we're getting until that day, but the guy I talked to on the phone did know for sure that there were going to be Plus models, just in very limited supply on September 16th. So I was like, okay, there's a chance, and if there's a chance, I have to take it. If you can get it, Best Buy's the place to be. They weren't gonna have them at Target. They weren't gonna have them at Radio Shack. Who goes to Radio Shack? Anyway, Best Buy was the last bet. If you subscribe to my vlogging channel, you know a lot of the story already. I went there early in the morning before anyone showed up to make sure I was first in line, and yes, there was a line. It was not just one dude. That would have been weird. It's still weird, actually. So yes, I had my widest day in history. I stood outside of Best Buy before they opened, waiting for that iPhone. A person came by. They said, what are you looking to get? I said, iPhone 7 Plus, and they said, I don't think that's gonna happen. And I was like, well, I know you don't have the delivery yet, so I'm gonna wait, and I'll find out what you get. And they said, okay, that's fine. The line grew behind me, about 10, 15 people. They came out and said they were getting 10 iPhone 7 Pluses, including the black one I wanted. Yay! So they said they were just waiting for that delivery truck to get there, and it should get there that day. So they let me walk in and reserve one. So they went through the whole Verizon setup process. They upgraded me on my plan. I knew how much I'd be paying. I'd be on the 2-year contract. All that was sorted out. And they said, all we have to do now is physically get that delivery truck here, and then we'll call you. You have first dibs. We have your name reserved for it. So the first one off that truck is automatically yours. So I was like, sweet. And I was just waiting for that call that day. And obviously that day I drove down to the Apple store because they did have the Apple Watch there. That was like a 90-minute drive. Did a lot of driving that day. Obviously got it, and then we did the review. It was great. I wish it was that easy with iPhones. Never got that call that day. Drove there at the end of the day before they closed and was like, is it here? They said, no, sorry, but the truck should get here within the next 7 days and we'll call you then. So obviously I was a little bummed that, you know, I wasn't going to be able to unbox the Plus model for you guys. You see, in real life, I'm not a very impatient guy. I would have just waited, but because of the tech channel and I want us to stay relevant and I knew everyone else online would be doing it, I wanted to be first in line so I could have one of those unboxing videos up sooner, but instead we get this rant. So I waited all week for that call. All those 7 days, called every once in a while just to check in. Has that order came through? No, it hasn't, sir. We'll call you when it's ready. Okay. By the end of it, it was like, hey, Ryan, did they come in yet? Ryan would be like, no, Drew, they're not here. Okay, bye. Ryan got very annoyed with me. I didn't care. Finally on Friday, it's been 7 days now, I called again and said, hey, is the delivery truck here? Just as a routine checkup, just to make sure. And they said, yes. They said, yeah, we just got those deliveries. We got the 7 Pluses. And I said, great, because I reserved one. Can I get one tonight? They said, yes, all you have to do is drive here and pick it up. Yes, I was so happy. Now, of course, it didn't come the day of, but had I ordered it online, I was gonna have to wait a lot longer, like a month longer. So I was like, at least this was faster than that. So we drove back to Chico again, went to the Best Buy, and they said, wait in line, because lots of people were in the mobile department. And I was like, great, I did all this early waiting in line, and now I'm waiting in line again. Right in front of me, I see an old grandma, I'm assuming she's a grandma, she was an elderly woman, getting the iPhone 7 Plus black. Saw it right in front of me. She was getting the screen protector put on for her. It's probably her grandkids saying, you have to get it today, Grandma. I need this model. Make sure you get this model. Freaking 8-year-olds. But still, I was excited because I was like, hey, they have them. Great, they're here. Patiently waiting, get next in line. I said, here's my reservation. Got the 7 Plus 256 gig. She said, well, unfortunately, we're out of those. My heart sank. I stared her dead in the eyes like this. You see, you couldn't pre-order it online. She said, yes, I know it was whoever was in store store only. I showed her the receipt. I was like, September 16th. Absolutely no one was in front of me that day. There's no chance that that woman over there getting that 7 Plus right now beat me to it through some pre-order process that was invisible, given the promise I had a week ago that the first one off the truck would be given to me. The other frustrating thing is they didn't call me. The only reason I knew the deliveries came was because I was checking up on them. Luckily, annoyed Ryan told me they had got those orders and all I had to do was go get them. And by the time I had got there that evening, they had sold all 10 of them they had. So that reservation process and me waiting in line was completely useless. So that really sucked because I was waiting all week for it, and as soon as the delivery gets there, it just turns out to be, whoever walks in the store and asks for it, just give it to them. Oh, we have all these reservations ordered? Screw them. That's what happened, and that made me really mad. Given the amount of gas I had to use to drive there, calling them, and then getting the confirmation that they had been there, they just didn't communicate with each other that, hey, reservations mean don't sell them. Don't just sell them to everyone in the store, whoever walks up to it first. It also ticked me off that the last one they had was being sold right in front of me. I literally saw it, and that was the 10th one. That was the final one. Now they said, we have another shipment coming later if you want to wait for that. And I was like, wait again so you can just hand it to whoever walks in the door again? No, cancel it. So they had to cancel that whole thing. I immediately went just to the Apple online store, ordered it there because it's still not available for pickup at any Apple store within 6 hours of me. So I've ordered it now. It's coming on the way. It's gonna take like 3 to 4 weeks. Thanks, Best Buy. I was waiting on you. So that's why I'm pretty ticked at Best Buy right now. I'm not gonna be going in there anymore, given the amount of lying that went on. And in case you were wondering if I had the iPhone 7, obviously you can tell now, no I don't. That last video I uploaded was using lots of trick photography. I like putting a case on my phone and covering up the camera so you couldn't tell it wasn't a dual camera. Or we plugged in a lightning cable to the phone and put it into someone's pocket and then had regular earpods coming out of it so that you would think we're using lightning earpods when we're really not. When I dropped the phone into the sink, it was actually an old Galaxy Note 2 I had lying around. That wasn't an iPhone 7, sorry, but I'm glad I fooled quite a bit of you. So if you're wondering where my 7 Plus unboxing video is, blame Best Buy. And of course the unboxing and review is gonna happen, it's just we're gonna have to wait longer, and now I don't think I'll get as many views as I would have, given most people won't be thinking about it by then. We're gonna be talking about the new Pixel phone. Oh my god, Google has round edges? That's what we have to look forward to. Also, I'm gonna be reviewing the PlayStation 4 Slim and Xbox One S, as I've never reviewed those things, so there's definitely gonna be plenty of content until the iPhone 7 gets here, including my review of Lightning earpods, which I have ordered and they'll get here soon. Gonna find out what happens if you plug in Lightning earpods and a headphone jack to the same device. What happens? Isn't that one of life's greatest mysteries? So hang in there, it's coming. Stupid Best Buy. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.